So, welcome to the Group 1 services classes telecasted by TSAT. So, recently the Telangana government announced the Group 1 service notification. Lakhs of Group 1 aspirants are going to write the examination to become as a Group 1 officers, district level officers. So, it is a dream for everyone. The very important thing to get qualified in a Group 1 services is they have to complete the preliminary examination. In the preliminary examination, there are 13 sub areas are there. Among 13, one is logical reasoning, analytical reasoning and data interpretation. In this logical reasoning and data interpretation and analytical reasoning, there are so many areas based on various concepts. We can classify those concepts as three kinds. One is the number based concepts, second one is letter based concepts, third one is other than these number and letters. Okay. So, the series, missing numbers, okay, like the questions will come from the numbers series, numbers and decoding, coding, different letter series, all these will come in the letter based concepts. And other one is counting figures. So, here counting figures, calendar, blood relations, arithmetic concepts also comes in this area. So, counting figure is a very important one. If you know the logic, then only you can get the answer. Otherwise, you will get the answer, but it takes more time. As you know it, the examination pattern, there are 150 questions. Out of 150 questions, you have to answer all these 150 in 150 minutes. So, each question duration is 1 minute. So, if you want to count the figures which is given in the figure by counting simply as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it takes sometimes more than 5 minutes also. Means you are taking 5 questions time for answering one question. So, you should not do all these things. So, for that reason, we are helping to you. So, very simple method, whatever it may be, how much complexity is there in the figure, you can find the answer in a very simple manner. Just look it and follow it and practice it. Definitely, you can get the answer as per the previous examination papers observation. At least 1 or 2 questions will come from this counting figures. Now, observe it. So, we have the plane figures, as you know it, triangles, quadrilaters, of course, they will give triangles, rectangles, squares, circles, like the questions will come based on these plane figures. So, first we will discuss the questions various triangles, pattern of triangles. So, we can observe it and you are going to find the areas of triangles. Now, how many triangles are there? Now, say it. So, here the question is the previous one, how many triangles are there? Just one. Now, see this figure. There are how many triangles are there if the question was asked to you. So, ABC is the triangle, correct? ABC is the triangle, and one more here, ABD is one triangle, ADC is the second triangle, and ABC the whole triangle is 3. So, there are just 3 triangles, you can count it easily. ABD is the one triangle, ADC is the one triangle, ABC is the another triangle. So, we can count the 3 triangle easily. You can say number of triangles is 3. Very simple. But observe here, I have generalized because mathematics is a generalization of the pattern. If you say simply, mathematics is nothing but generalization of patterns. Generalization. So, simple to complex, abstract to concrete. This is the main objective of the mathematics. So, in the logical reasoning, generally the questions comes on this area only. Clear? Okay. For example, if the question is like here, so how many triangles are there here? So, there is a triangle ABC, one triangle, ABD is one more, ADE is second, AEC third. When you combine this one, so observe it, it's a very clear. So the first one triangle, correct? Observe this, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So if you see this triangle, you have ABD is one triangle, ADE is one triangle. The combination of 1 and 2 gives one more triangle, that is ABE is one more triangle, and 1 plus 2 is 3. Consider as a third triangle, correct? Of course, here 3 is given, so you have to say as fourth triangle. And second triangle plus third triangle, second triangle plus third triangle ADE and triangle ADC will form another triangle, that is called ADC, the fifth triangle, correct? The whole triangle will be considered as ABC, means here 1 plus 2 plus 3 is a sixth triangle. So how many triangles are here? Just 6. Now observe it. Triangle 1, triangle 2, triangle 3, triangle 1 and triangle 2 will form triangle 4, triangle 2 and 3 will form triangle 5, triangle 1, 2, 3 will form another triangle, that is triangle 6, the whole triangle. So means there are 6 triangles inside. Okay, when you observe the previous one, if that base is divided into 2 parts, that is 1 plus 2 gives 3. Now see this. The base is divided into 3 parts, given 1 plus 2 plus 3, 6 triangles. Can you get any kind of idea to generalize these things? For example, if the base is divided into 4 parts, so what is your expectation? Maybe you feel that when divided into 2, 1 plus 2, that is 3. When divided into 3, 1 plus 2 plus 3, that is 6. When divided into 4, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, which is 10. Maybe we will check it, whether it is correct or not. Yeah, exactly correct. So means here, so triangle ABC is one triangle, triangle ACD is a second triangle, triangle ADE is a third triangle, triangle AEF is a fourth triangle, and 1 plus 2 gives fifth one, 1 plus 2 gives the fifth one, 2 plus 3 will gives the sixth one, 3 plus 4 gives the seventh one, 1 plus 2 plus 3 gives the eighth one, 2 plus 3 plus 4 gives the ninth one, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 gives the 10th one. Means clearly there are 10 triangles, correct? Okay, but if the base is divided into 10 parts, what is the answer? The base is divided into 10 parts, what is the answer? Your answer will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10, which is nothing but simply it is sigma 10. What is sigma 10? That is 10 of 10 plus 1 by 2, which is equal to 10 plus 1 is 11, 110 by 2, 55. Means there are 55 triangles when the base is divided into 10 parts. Is it clear? So this is a very important. So you have to understand the logic behind the problem. If you count it, so for counting 55 triangles, how much time it takes? At the same time, unfortunately, if you forget anyone, you will lose the marks. So that's a very important thing here. Okay, now come to we will check one more. So are you understand this one? So if the base is divided into n parts, then the number of triangles is simply sigma n. That's it. Clear? Okay. Now, if the triangle is divided into, previously divided into vertically, if it is divided into horizontally, what will happen? We will check it. So it is the DE divides into 2 parts of the triangle horizontally. Means here you will get ADE is one triangle, correct? And ABC is the another triangle. Means we have 2 triangles only. So DE divides the triangle into 2 parts, and there are 2 triangles. Not the line doesn't divides the triangle into two triangles. One triangle, another one is a trapezium here. So, number of triangles if you want to consider it is AD is the smaller triangle, AB is the original triangle, the total triangles are 2. Okay. Now, if it is, when you consider this one, so here the base is divided into two parts, and the triangle also divided horizontally or vertically as two parts. Then how many triangles will form here? Observe it. So, 1, this is 2, this 3 is not here, this is part 3 and part 4 I am saying, part 4. This is 1 is the one triangle, correct? 2 is the second triangle. 1 plus 3 is a third triangle. 2 plus 4 is a fourth triangle. Okay. And is there any other triangle here? 1 plus 2 is not written here, 1 plus 2. It is 1 plus 2 here, simply it is 1 plus 2. Is the fifth triangle, it is given here 1 plus 2 is written, correct? Okay. Any other triangle here? And when you consider the whole triangle, that is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 will give us the other triangle. When you count, this is 1, am I correct? This is 2, this one is 3, this is 4, correct? Okay, this is 4, and when you consider this is 5, okay, and this one is 6. So, from this you can calculate, generally you have the idea the base is divided. Okay, so now we have to count the number of triangles in this one here. How many? First you have to consider, so vertically how many parts it was divided, add those two numbers, and horizontally how many parts it was divided. So, here divided into two parts means 1 plus 2, and horizontally divided in two parts. So, 1 plus 2 of 2. What is 1 plus 2? 3. 3 to the 6. So, there are 6 triangles in this embo. Okay. So, the base is divided vertically in two parts, that is 1 plus 2, and horizontally it divides into 3 parts, part 1, part 2, part 3, correct? Okay. So, part 1, part 2, part 3 means here you have to write vertically divide into two parts, that is 1 plus 2, and horizontally divides into 3 parts multiplied by 3. So, 1 plus 2 of 3, 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 of 3 is 9. So, the number of triangles is 9. Counting this triangle 9 is very difficult to you to know it. See, because this is 1, this one is 2, this one is 3, this one is 4, this one is 5, this one is 6, correct? Like you have to count all those things. 7, 8, 9. Counting those is a very difficult to understand. But this method will help you to learn. We will check, see one more. So, here it divides into how many parts? 5. Horizontally 5, vertically 2. So, simply it is 1 plus 2 multiplied by 5. So, 1 plus 2 multiplied by 5, which is equal to 15. 1 plus 2 multiplied by 5 means 3 5s are 15. There are 15 triangles. Clear? Okay. Now, we will see the one more. Now, we are taking horizontally and vertically. So, here horizontally divides into 4 parts, means see 1, 2, 3 and 4. 4 parts, and horizontally is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, means here just you have to add how many parts are divided vertically will be added together and multiply the sum with how many times it is divided into horizontally. So, means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 and multiply whole with 5. Means 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 10 and multiply with 5, 50. Is it clear? Okay. This figure is given in the examination. Then how we are going to do it? Is it possible to count in the examination? It's a very difficult, correct? It's a very difficult to get counted. Then how we are going to use it? Very simple. Just 10 seconds is enough to get the answer for you, correct? So how many parts will be divided into vertically? There are 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many parts divided into horizontally? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So for vertical things you have to add and multiply the sum of the things after adding all those vertical parts and multiply with how many times you divided horizontally. Here 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8. What is its value? Maybe it doesn't know. So you can add 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 3 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10, 10 plus 5 is 15, 15 plus 6 is 21, 21 plus 7 is a 28, 28 plus 8 is 36, 36 is the value. So 36 times a 360. If you are good in calculation in speed, otherwise, for example, you feel a little bit of difficulty to follow the sum. So there is a formula. I will give the formula to you to get it. That is sigma 8. So simply as we can say it sigma 8. The formula sigma 8 means here n of n plus 1 by 2. This is the value. Here n is 8. 8 of 8 plus 1 by 2. 2 1s are 2 4s. 4 9s are 36. Clear? We got the same one. 36 10s are 360. So in this diagram there are 360 triangles. This is a very important. So in examination this kind of question will come, but directly you can't practice. You can't get the answer. If you practice, if you know the logic behind the figure, then only you can get the answer. Is it clear? So simply what you have to do, just count how many parts it was divided vertically. Here in this question, it divided vertically in 8 parts. So sigma 8. How many parts it was divided into horizontally? It was divided into 10. So means sigma 8 of 10. Sigma 8 is 36, of 10 is 360. In this way, you can get the answer very easily. Clear? Maybe you understand this. This is the first type of the question generally asked based on the triangles. Now we will shift to the another kind. What to have to do? Because this is a repeated question in the examination also. How we are going to calculate number of triangles? So if you count all the triangles, just what you have to do means here you have to calculate the number of triangles on the left side. Here 1, 2, 3 and 4, correct? There are four left triangles. Now we will see what is the answer for it. If you want to find the answer for this, there is a formula. The formula is n of n plus 2 of 2n plus 1 by 8. N of n plus 2 of 2n plus 1 by 8. Maybe it is a very similar to the formula of n plus 1 of n plus 2 by 6. That is the sigma n square value. So mathematics background aspirants will get a little bit of confusion. This is n of n plus 2 of 2n plus 1 by 8. Here what is n here? Here n is equal to 4. Because if you see this, how many triangles on the left side? 4. So what you have to do means you have to substitute 4 in this place of n. So 4 of 4 plus 2, of 4 of 2 plus 1 by 8. 4 plus 2 is how much? 6. 4 2 is 8, 8 plus 1 is 9. 4 of 6 of 9 by 8. 4 1s, 4 2s, 2 1s, 2 3s, 9 3s, 27. So there are 27 triangles in the given figure. This is very important. This is a type 2 problem. So you have to remember the formula. The first one is simply you have to take the sigma of the number of parts divided vertically multiplied with number of parts divided horizontally. Now the formula is n of n plus 2 of 2n plus 1 by 8, where n is the number of triangles on the left corner, the left side. Is it clear? Now we will see the next one. When the triangle is this type, The figure is this kind, then how you are going to find the number of triangles? Of course, I have written the answer on there. Now, how you are going to see this? So, if you take it as, now I am taking one by one here, this one. Okay, now I am taking this triangle. So, it divided into vertically, means in two parts. So, what you have to do means here, generally it is like 1 plus 2, which is 3. So, there are 3 triangles in this figure. There are 3 triangles in this figure. There are 3 triangles in this figure. Like there are 3 here, there are 3, here 3, here 3, here 3, here 3. So, totally how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 triangles, this one. Each one divided into 2 parts. Means here totally, so for each part you have how many triangles? 3. So, 9 3 is a 27, correct? Okay. Then you have one more, remaining one. What are the triangles here? You have to consider the actual triangles. Actual triangles means this is 1, this is 2, correct? This is 3, and this one, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this one is 4. Means 27 plus 4, 31 triangles. So, there are 31 triangles in this figure. In this manner, you can calculate. Otherwise, it is a very difficult. Clear? It is a very simple. The question is very simple. You can get the answer easily. Now, we will check with another kind of question. So, now come to this one. Are you understand this one? So, triangles, the base, you have to follow these tips. You can find the answer. If it is a rectangle. So, when the rectangle is divided into 2 parts through diagonal, there are 2 triangles, triangle 1 and triangle 2, correct? How many triangles will form? Here you can generate a formula. How many parts it was divided? 2 parts. How many diagonals are there? Here number of diagonals is 1. So, 2 parts, 2, number of diagonals is 1, 2 ones are 2. Now, observe it, 2 triangles here. Okay. Now, see this. Here it divided into 4 triangles. How many diagonals are here? 2. 4 2s are 8. There are 8 triangles. This is a very important. Now, see it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, correct? 5, 6, and this is 6, and this is 7, and this one is 8. Totally 8 triangles. So, you have to keep in mind, this is very important because we are going to use this concept in a very big problem to get answer in the fraction of seconds. So, is it clear? If it is like a square or a rectangle and it has 2 diagonals, the square or the rectangle is divided into 4 parts, then the total number of triangles as shown in the figure is 8. You have to remember this concept. This is very important. Now, we are going to see the next one. So, how many parts was it was divided? It was divided into 8 parts, correct? 8 parts. So, it divided into 8 triangles, divided into 8 triangles, and number of diagonals is 2 only. Can you consider these 2 as diagonals? You can't understand. Consider. The reason, what is the diagonal? The diagonal is any square or a rectangle, any quadrilateral has 2 diagonals only. For that reason, you should not consider this one, and the diagonal should be the point where the 2 adjacent sides meets. This is one, these 2 are adjacent sides to each other. This is one point, and these 2 will be added here. So, these are the how many corners here? There are 4 corners. So, means the line segment which joining the opposite corners is called a diagonal. So, this is how many diagonals are? We have 2 diagonals. You have to consider how many triangles are here? 8 triangles. And how many diagonals are here? 2 diagonals. So, what is the total number of triangles in the figure? 8 2s are 16. So, there are 16 triangles in this figure. Clear? So, in this manner you can find. Now, we will check with another one. See, you want to find how many triangles are in this figure. Can you say it? The previous one already observed. This is a square. There are two diagonals. When you consider a square and you have two diagonals, what is the number of triangles inside that? 8. We have one more square. So, the number of and two diagonals for this square also means you have 8 triangles. So, here 8 and here 8. Is it enough? Can you go? No need to check the rest next. You have to check, because if you see these two will form one triangle, and these two will form one triangle. In this we have 8 triangles, in this we have 8 triangles, and these two combinedly will form 2 more triangles, that 8 plus 8 plus 1 plus 1 is 16 plus 2, which is equal to 18. So, in this figure there are 18 triangles. Now, we will check with other. Now, there are 3 squares as combined. How many triangles are there? So, means here the first square you have 8, second square you have 8, third square you have 8. Correct? First square you have 8, second square you have 8, third square also you have 8. After combining then consider this. This is one triangle, this is one triangle, 2 triangles. And this is in the reverse side. This is one triangle and this is another triangle. Means clearly 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 2 plus 2, that is 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 24, plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, which is 4, 24 plus 4, which is 28. Means there are 28. After this, can you generalize this thing here? Can you generalize? Now, see this. The previous one is 8 plus 8, 2 are combined, correct? 2 are combined. So, it is 8 plus 8 is 18. Now, say this, 3 are combined, 8 plus 8 plus 8, 3 are, so 4 is added, 28. Now, we will check one more. How many are added here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 added. For the first one has 8 triangles, second one has 8 triangles, third one is 8 triangles, fourth one is 8 triangles, fifth one also 8 triangles. When you consider this combination, this is one triangle, second, third and fourth in upward direction. In the reverse direction, we have 4 more. Means here 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 5 times, plus 4 plus 4 2 times, totally 48. From this, you can generate any formula. So, how many squares are combined here? 5 squares are combined, 5 8s. Okay. And how many times the 4? So, here 2 times of 4 is added. 2 times of 4 is added. There are n squares are added. Then, so there are n square are added, means here 8 into n plus, correct? And how many means here? Here when 5 squares are added, you will get 48 into 5 plus 2 into 4. Now, say it, 8 into 5 plus 2 into 4. If there are n squares are added, means, so you can say 8 into n plus 2 into n minus 1. You can simply 8n plus 2 into n minus 1, or you can say 8n plus 2n minus 2. Simply you can say 10n minus 2, like you can say the formula as 10n minus 2 is the formula. Now, how many squares are added here? 5 squares are added. So, you can say 10 into 5 minus 2. 50 minus 2 is how much? 48. Clear? Now, here only after in my explanation, just I find a new formula. Actually, I didn't think even before also. When I am explaining, I got this idea. So, maybe in the examination you will get all the same idea means here. So, simply if there are 6 squares are added, then what is the, if 6 squares are added, what is the value we will get? When 6 squares are added, so simply you see it. Here, what do you, 8n, correct? This is 10n minus 2 now. So, 6 squares are added means 10 of 6 minus 2 means 60 minus 2, which comes as 58. In this manner, you can calculate the answer. So, this is a very, very important. Is it clear? So, now I am going to shift to another kind of problem. So, here it is divided into vertically 3 and diagonally into 3 means here totally inside we have 6 triangles. Inside we have 6 triangles here. Okay, then what is the total number of triangles? Now see it, I am taking the basic concept when it is divided into one line divided into the triangle into two equal 2 parts. So number of triangles is 3. So this is one triangle, correct? We have 3 triangles here. This is one triangle divided into, we have 3 parts here, 3 triangles. This is one triangle, we have 3, and okay, and now we can consider this, already you consider, and when you consider this one, so 1 plus 2 will form, so that is 9, 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9, and each one triangle, now count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the whole triangle is 1, and now totally which is 16. In this manner, you can calculate the number of triangles. Are you understand about the triangles? Now squares, a quick look about the squares. So squares means here, if there are generally a square will be formed by the rows and columns. So now observe here, we have how many rows are here? So 1, 2, 3, there are 3 rows, 3 columns. So rows and columns are equal, there are 2 conditions. One is rows and columns are equal, one condition. Rows and columns are different is another condition. When the rows is equal to number of rows is equal to number of columns. So here the number of columns is 3 and the number of rows is 3. When you count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Next, this will be counted as 10, this will be counted as 11, this will be counted as 12, this will be counted as 13, and this will be counted as 14, this will be counted as 15, the whole will be counted as 16. Like counting, it's a very difficult, correct? But I will give a simple concept to you. If there are rows and columns are same, simply what you have to do means here as a sigma n square. Sigma n square. I said sigma n square is the formula. Means here there are 2 rows and 2 columns, sigma 2 square. Where 2 means 1 square plus 2 square. If there are 3 columns and 3 rows, sigma 3 square, 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square. 1 square is how much? 1. 2 square is how much? 4. 3 square how much? 9. 1 plus 4 plus 9 is nothing but 16. That's it. 1 square plus 2 square plus 3 square, 1 plus 4 plus 9 is 16. Otherwise, you can use the formula n of n plus 1 of 2n plus 1 by 6. Formula also you can use it. N is 3 here. 3 of 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 2s are 6, 6 plus 1 is 7 by 6. 3 1s are 3 2s are 2 1s are 2 2s are is 16. Correct? Like you will get the answer 16 is a very clear one. So here the rows and columns are 6. Rows and columns are 6 here. So when the rows and columns are there are 6, so we can use the formula 6 sigma square. Sigma 6 square means here already I said the formula n of n plus 1 of 2n plus 1 by 6. R is equal to and C is equal to 6. 6 of 6 plus 1 of 12 plus 1, that is 6 of 7 plus 13 of 6 means 6 get cancelled. 13 7s are 91. Now if you see the we will see the next one. Yeah. So rows and columns are different. Rows and columns are different. Then how we are going to means here the rows is here 3 and columns are 4. So means like a cross multiplication means 1 into 2, 2, 2 into 3, 6, 3 into 4, 12. The number is 20. Simply 2 plus 6 plus 12 is 20. Now, for example, for rectangle. So, simply what the difference between squares and rectangle is, previously you did sigma n square, no? Here you have to do simply sigma number of rows and sigma number of columns, simply multiply it. So, how many rows are here? 3, sigma 3. How many columns are 3? Sigma 3. Sigma 3 means 6, sigma 3 is 6, 6 of 6 is 36. In this manner, you can calculate. For example, there are 5 rows and 5 columns, simply sigma 5 of sigma 5 means 15 of 15, which is 225. If they are not equal also, you can use for rectangles, means there are 4 columns and 3 rows, means sigma 4 of sigma 3, that is 10 of 6, which is 60. In this manner, you can find the number of rectangles. Is it clear? I hope you understand the logic. Maybe after the explanation of all these different figures, you understand that mechanically, manually, if you want to count the number of figures, plane figures, maybe triangles, maybe squares, maybe rectangles, it's a very difficult to get the correct answer. But when you use these methods, you can get the exact answer. For that reason, I request all the aspirants for the group 1 services. So, follow these methods and practice it. Definitely, you can answer all these counting figures. Thank you.